Grumpy Dad 82 here. I just wanted to make a little guide on how to do the Cayo perico heist undetected. This isn't by any means any speedrun guide, though the more able of players, more skilled than me, might do it in the amount of time it takes to get the elite challenge. But this is just a guide on getting undetected in and out. So we're gonna use the Longfin speedboat and infiltrate the main dock and the drainage tunnel for our entry point. And the escape point won't matter, but just main dock for time of day. I've only done it day, so I'm gonna put day. Alright, let's go. Don't want to go to the main dock, you just want to...
Thanks for the assist, Charlie.
And before this, you must go to the airport and scout out the loot, because that's the loot you're gonna get is from the airport. I like to put my boat here, because then it don't float away. And we want to cut the power, so we're gonna have to kill the guard that goes past the...
Expect CCTV everywhere. Power station just up ahead. Take it out to bring the cameras down.
Take him out as far away from anybody as possible, because you're gonna have to take out this camera on the corner. Because if you leave that guard alive, he'll come and he'll spot the damaged camera and raise the alarm. And the reason we take out the power is for another camera that we don't destroy.
You Americans with your self-sufficiency, infiltrating private islands on your own. Lights out, cameras down.
When I was doing this the first time, there was a pair of bolt cutters on this table behind this house. But that was not the case on this run. But usually they're on that table. But that also really doesn't matter if you time this right. See that camera on the wall there? That is why we take out
I think Mr. Rubio is best thing that ever happened to
you
The worst thing ever
cut
happened to him,
this
huh?
when the guard upstairs to the left is looking the other way.
By the way, you will always have room in your bag for main objective. I have crafted special compartment for us.
You want to take not all of that, because there is some more by the airfield hangar that we're gonna pick up. I think it was some cocaine or something. Watch the guard so he turns the other way.
You know, a man like Mr. Rubio, he would rather die than abandon his expensive taste, no matter how many times he is robbed. In Russia, we call such men ATM.
Funny guy, that Russian. Like I said, this isn't a speed run. I can't do speed runs because I'm old. But I can do stealth. So this is the way to do it, or at least my way. I like to share with you.
Nothing compares to the satisfaction of well-executed plan, apart from the gigantic financial rewards.
Just gonna sneak behind this guard here. He turns around. Now we're gonna follow in behind him. We're not gonna kill him because there is a jeep coming up the road and he'll spot the body. In my experience, failing and trying this like 50 times. I'm not bothering taking the forklift to loot the upstairs because I think he'll hear, the guard will hear the forklift and raise the alarm.
I remember, I once ran mission at a nuclear reactor. Everything went smoothly until we realized how heavy is a brick of plutonium. Very heavy. Take my advice. You need to run fast. Pack light.
The amount of loot you get here depends on what is actually there. If it's cocaine or weed or cash. So you just want to wait until the guard turns around. Then you sneak away. Back the way you came. And then back to your boat. Now there is an issue by parking the boat where I parked it. If you go a bit too far, you have a chance of getting stuck, but I've parked too far forward. So but that's the only time that happened. Usually I can just back up and I'm out. But parked a bit too far forward in between those rocks. Then it's just off to the sewage grade service tunnel. Going a bit too far there. Don't know what I was thinking there. Luckily I realized before I went full circle around the island. But you're supposed to go in there, yeah. Which probably most of you know already. Now we're in, and gonna just follow this path.
You did not get sucked into a turbine. Ah, I knew you'd be fine. How likely is it I have two operations in the same way, huh? Now, we'll look for the vault. Maybe start in the central building.
Ignore this guy.
You're in the area where Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards operated. These men will know every soldier under their command. No disguise will fool them.
I gotta wait for this guard upstairs here to walk the other way. There we go. Ignore these two for now. The one upstairs there's a guard that comes down, and he'll stay there. He won't go away again. So he's come down and he'll stay there, but you can sneak past him, which I figured out after staying there for 5 minutes. So we skipped ahead a bit. You can hear the juggernaut. So I wasn't sure if I could sneak past him, but I can, and he'll just stay there. But if you manage to get him before he gets down to the place he stays, then use melee and kill him upstairs. If you're faster than me on coming up there, kill that guard and he might drop a key, so you don't have to do the fingerprints upstairs. But since we don't have the key, we can't go to the basement entrance. We have to go through his through Rubio's office to get downstairs. That's why you should kill that guard, not the one on the stairs, but the one downstairs.
Okay, the fingerprint scanner. Time to break out the tool we borrowed from the head of cybersecurity. Remember, it picks up fragments of previous scans. You just have to cycle through them to match the target print.
I don't know about you guys, but I hate this fucking fingerprint.
When we looked at the security feed, remember we saw a keypad in the office? Worth looking at.
Usually it's fine.
You have done it. Excellent. Now get into the elevator. Next stop, the vault. Good. We made it again. Now for the delicate part, the glass case, bulletproof, shatterproof. You will need the plasma cutter, and you will need to be very careful. You know, once in the Baltic Sea, the submarine was so cold, the plasma in my plasma cutter froze. And somehow it's still overheated. I promise, I will not drink this when you get it back to the sub, unless you want to, in which case I will bring the caviar. Bad news, they have sealed the drainage pipe. You will need to look for another way out of there.
Yeah, if you don't have the key, then doing this is futile. You just have to go back
Fresh cards inbound.
the way you came. If you do have the key, you would have entered through that place.
Remember, there is always time for some last-minute shopping before takeoff.
This is a dead end without the key, as you see here. If you kill that guard that was downstairs, then he might drop, but it's not 100% certain. So you need to go back through Rubio's office if you don't have the key. That's it. This guard is still standing there. Don't touch him. But this guard here you can kill when you go to the office. Then you can take a right and kill him there, and he might drop a key. If you don't, then you gotta kill the guard on the left to get out. And then you just have to sneak over to that yellow spot without the guard seeing you. Genius. And then it's just a matter of sneaking away.
And they still have no idea what's hit them. We are almost home. Just get out of there. Your extraction point is at the main docks. On your radar now.
Yeah, well, I don't go back to the main docks. Just swim. Equip your rebreather.
By the sounds of it, Mr. Rubio is getting back in his helicopter. Watch out!
The helicopter won't do anything. Just dive a little. Then just continue to swim. And that's it. It's not a fast run. That's probably me, but no alarms. All the loot that I could carry without any alarms. So if you like this video, then please consider subscribing to the channel and tell a friend about it. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.